In the last lesson, we discussed the concept of answering the accept questions on GRE's RCs. In this lesson, we would be applying this approach on a GRE-like example. Before we do so, you may want to pause the video and revise the approach. Let us now solve a GRE-like example. Here is the question, and here is our mind map approach. We have seen this passage in earlier lessons, and this is the mind map we came up with. Our first bite was the first sentence of the passage. What did it do? It raised a question around whether this scientist can be considered a remarkable one. Our second bite is this part of the passage. What did this bite do? It developed a case for yes as the answer, as in why this scientist should be considered a remarkable one. Then we saw a contrast trigger, followed by what we can consider the last bite of the passage. And what this does is to develop a case for no as the answer, as in why this scientist cannot be considered a remarkable one. We completed the first 4 steps, and now we must go about reading the question stem. We see that this is an accept question. The condition to be met is that the passage must discuss the answer choice. 4 out of these 5 answer choices must have been discussed in the passage. We need to find one answer choice that has not been discussed. Astronomy is a field that our scientist contributed heavily to. See, he played a key role in understanding the atmosphere of a planet. He went on to become a central figure in the search for extraterrestrial life. So this is something that has been discussed in the passage. We need an answer choice that has not been discussed. So answer choice A is incorrect. The typical perception of our scientist is that he is something like remarkable. See, in general, the immediate reaction of a person would be to dismiss the question about whether he is a remarkable scientist. Because he is typically perceived brilliant, his gifts have been duly recognized, and he has enjoyed an enduring fame. It is only his standing among scientists that is incongruent. Therefore, the typical perception of our scientist has been very well discussed in the passage. Therefore, this answer choice is also incorrect. The breadth of our scientists' capabilities have been very well discussed in this long sentence, suggesting that he was not just an astronomer, but also an advocate for science education and a climate change activist. So this point has been very well discussed in the passage. Therefore, this answer choice can be very comfortably eliminated. Answer choice E is very interesting. Examples of scientists more likely to be described as remarkable are these 2 scientists, because the scientists in general are unwilling to group our scientist alongside these figures. Therefore, these figures must be truly remarkable. Therefore, this answer choice is also incorrect. There is no mention of our scientist's own perception of his enduring fame. Enduring fame has been discussed in the passage, but it is from the point of view of people in general, not from the point of view of our scientist himself. Answer choice C has not been discussed in the passage, and therefore this makes the correct answer choice.